Jake and Owen. 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 Two guys with beards. Jake and Owen.
Hey everybody, I'm Jake of Jake and the Lions.
And I'm Owen of Owen and the Neils.
And today we're going to look at some bands who were blanketys and the blanketys, if you know what I'm saying. Tried to key you in the beginning there to smooth this process out a little bit. Yeah, we're going back to a early 60s sort of thing after Buddy Holly stepped on the scene with Buddy Holly and the Crickets. Then suddenly it was everybody and the everybodies, until the Beatles came along, and then it was just the whatevers.
With an S on the end.
Like the Casinos and the Rockets. But we're not going there today. What we're going to look at are 3 albums from before that time when it was the Somebody and the Somebodies. Need that. And not Jay and the Americans. Sorry. Sorry, Jay. So, the albums we're looking at today, in spread form. Need you. Oh, I guess we can do it that way. We've got these guys. Starting off with Freddie and the Dreamers.
That's not their album.
No, this album has like 2 of their songs, and then has 4 Just Men and Hines, Linda Lane and the Sinners, and whatever. You don't need to know them because you're not looking at them. Which record were we ending with?
Oh God.
There's one that's like a song that is just maybe. Oh yeah,
this one it was hard to get off the needle.
Yeah, and then that that song. So anyway, coming up after that, we've got Gerry Lewis and the Playboys. Oh yeah, no nudies in this one, I don't think, but this one is actually one of their albums, and it's a session with, so I'm not sure how that relates. And then we'll be finishing up with Gerry and the Pacemakers.
Got a little best name.
Yes.
Pacemakers.
Do you think pacemakers were invented by then?
They're just like, we're setting the pace.
Yeah, and then later on they're like, wouldn't it be a great thing? It sets the pace of your heart. I'm telling you. Wait, no, that's not easy. Whatever. So we've got we've got a little Gerry, a little Gerry, and a little Freddie. But let's start off with Freddie. Now, the thing about Freddie, I guess I can try to do this a little later. You can edit it in if you want to.
Oh, the dance?
Yeah. This album, though it only has 2 songs by Freddie and the Dreamers, teaches you how to dance the Freddie. Now, I'd like to read this for you. First, left foot forward, right arm out, kicking right foot back and left arm back. Then, right foot and arm down, left arm to a 45-degree angle. This sounds too complicated. I guess you could have seen it as shown by Sam Riddle, star of the nationally televised Hollywood A-Go-Go and starlet Joanne Wade. So you can find that clip, you can just dodge this whole technical exclamation bullcocky. So we're going to do one of their 2 songs that's on here, and that song is I'm Telling You Now. And I don't know where I would have heard it before, but it's one of those tunes that I already gave it away. I already sang a little, but he probably sings it better than me anyway. So let's start with Freddie and the Dreamers. I'm Telling You Now, right here on WKO. I guess that makes sense. I'm telling you now, I'll say what you wanna hear. I'm doing the best I can. Don't hit me. I'm in love with you now. Do you think I'm fooling when I say I love you? So that's, I guess, a good look at Freddie. From what we can get, the other song was What Have I Done to You, which was kind of fun, I admit. It's kind of a more fast-paced vocal song, but you'll start to notice that as the names all sound the same, so do the bands. It's kind of like you could go and you could buy Oscar Mayer hot dogs, or you could buy, whatever that Kosher Plus hot dogs, and, they're all names, but they all have hot dogs in the name, and then they all taste like hot dogs. But we'll go ahead and go to Gerry Lewis and the Playboys. Now you'll notice that of these 3 groups, these guys break out of the black suit, white tie. I mean, sure, they all wear striped sweaters, and they all wear yellow shirts, and they're all the same, but maybe the different shirts insinuate a different flavor of music coming at us. You should start holding those covers, because I don't like to let you hold them. Ooh, and this one, you might want to check out our video about candy. It'll help to explain.
It's sitting quite well.
Yeah.
Look at that. Rebel without a cause.
Yeah, look at those hand-drawn, hold that up for him so they can see. Look at those hand-drawn spotlights behind him. And I don't know.
For a real one.
What's going on in that low picture there? He's got some measuring tape. Did you notice that?
He's measuring how far he's away from the camera.
So this was Gerry. All right.
He's an actor. Working on his latest motion picture.
You always got to have a little bit more going on back then. This song you'll probably actually recognize. I'm guessing this was their original hit, but I don't always do a lot of research. This is For Your Love, which is track 5. Here comes Gerry Lewis and the Playboys, For Your Love.
Building up.
Yes. Wah, 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 wah.
Dubstep.
Dubstep Gerry Lewis, baby. I'm gonna do a tiny version of the dance.
I give you everything and more, and that's for sure. I bring you diamond rings and things right to your door.
Ladies and gentlemen, Owen Neal's hair.
I give you diamond bright. There'll be days I will excite to make you dream of me at night.
Mixolydian on there. Didn't see that coming. Huh?
What was happening there?
Oh. Was it starting to break out? Drum solo. I like it, whatever that deep drum that's in there.
I'd give the moon if it were.
If it were.
He'll do anything for her love.
I'm telling you now for your love.
Would he stop singing for her love?
Depends on how good and frequent it is. Alright, now, final song we've got going for you is Gerry and the Pacemakers.
Look
And
at those
this-
pacemakers.
Look at them make that pace. I guess. I always love how there's someone. We have to go over this really quick. I guess this is supposed to be Paul. You know, there's the Paul McCartney and there's the John Lennon of the group. Of this one, I don't think we really have a John Lennon unless you want to call it that guy. And then that one's maybe the Paul McCartney, just the cheeky one.
You show the back of the
Yeah.
the creeper.
Yeah, there's old Johnny Lennon right there. But there's always got to be an embodiment with these suit guys. This one I don't even know if we have.
It's like a jock in their group.
Yeah, this one is much more playing off the Beach Boys image because we've got the blonde guy. If there's a blonde guy, it's a Beach Boys based band. If there's the cheeky guy and then the more skinny nosed guy, it's a Beatles based band. You know, they assemble them by faces, not by music. But anyway, the album cover you're looking for there. And this song was this Maybelline?
Yeah.
Yeah, Maybelline. There was a song called Summertime. Unfortunately, not the summertime that Owen was looking for. One of these days we'll have to go and take a look at Mungo Jerry.
A great name.
Yeah, it is. I wonder where it came from. That's something to think about. So,
In these groups, I always wondered, like, how are these guys happy that they're just the pacemakers? this guy's front stage with the name, and they're just like, get in the back and shut up.
Well, I guess it's you find a lot of bands, a lot of people are just too afraid to like step up, and if there's one person, he gets to pretty much call the shots. But then I think in these situations, they never call the shots. It's like, oh, you're gonna pay us? You know, there's like 5 people that actually make it.
So look at this, how he's holding them back with the guitar. Like, don't cross the line. You stay in line.
I own this, man. I rock this. This is mine. This is. You can't come in front of these frets, man. Hey, don't fret.
It's recorded in England. The UK folks.
That's right. If it's not that Mercy Beat sound, it ain't going around. So, do you have a favorite of these 3 groups?
I have to go with the Playboys, Gerry Lewis.
That For Your Love song?
For Your Love, man.
I'd say that too, except all I can think in my head is, I'm telling you now! And that's just going to stick with me, so for the purpose of infection, I'd say they're the most infectious at this point. Except there was another song on one of those records where the guy's pretty much like, I'm going to school, or something. It was like, hey, wait a minute. But we'll go ahead and let Maybelline turn the tables here, you might say. Thanks for stopping by. I want to do this Freddie, man.
Maybelline, why can't you be true? Oh, Maybelline, why can't you be true?
Left foot forward.
You gotta start back doing the things
Right
you
arm
used to
out.
do.
Right foot back.
As I was motivating over the hill,
And then-
I saw Maybelline in the Tootsie Bell. Cadillac road on an open road, nothing I'd run
that,
out
and then
big
from the
for.
other side.
Cadillac doing about
And
a
then you
bounce of
kick this
5,
foot.
bumper to bumper, over side to side.
I guess you
Maybelline,
just flail like a
why
Spanish
can't you be true? Oh, Maybelline,
About
why can't you be true?
Do the Charleston, baby.
Doing the things you used to do.
Do love.
Pulled up to 104, my phone got hot and wouldn't do no more. Sun got tired and started to rain. I took it my home for the passing lane.